If I were to be a bride in 2026, these are some top essentials which I wouldn't want to be without. Coming straight to the point, I want to start off by putting you onto this one moisturizer, which is so versatile and effective, the Bioderma's Atoderm Creme Ultra. If you have been around for a while, you know this is my holy grail moisturizer. I have gone through tubes and tubes of this, and I won't be stopping anytime soon. This is the most recent one that I have been using, and I'm almost over. I also stocked up on this big giant bottle because I run out of this moisturizer like water. It is formulated with niacinamide that helps boost skin, ceramides by 3 times that supports my skin barrier, and it is dermatologist recommended. I even reach out for this one specifically when my skin is feeling dry or irritated, as it is so soothing on the skin, extremely moisturizing while being not heavy or sticky. I had a very tired face today, like very tired looking eyes, and this just brought life to it. Also, my eye makeup sits and lasts longer when my eyes are like very well moisturized. You can rely on this on your big day underneath makeup for a non-cakey finish. You can also use it all over your body for that healthy looking glowy and moisturized skin for long hours. And since it's fragrance free, you can layer any of your perfumes fragrances on top of this have to make your fragrances last even longer. I keep coming back to this one moisturizer again and again because nothing compares to this one. Moving on, I have a lot of makeup recommendations. By the way, you can also refer to this makeup kit video, which received a lot of love. It has a more detailed breakdown of every makeup that you would need as a level 1, level 2, level 3 if you're a beginner. If you want to build a makeup kit, if you're gonna have makeup sitting on your skin for the entire day, for long hours, all night, all day, you need setting spray and primer. If you don't mind a slightly tacky finish, because this is not the only thing you're going to wear on your skin, you're going to put a lot of other products, so I don't think that tacky finish should bother. This power grip primer from elf is really good on like holding and gripping onto your makeup, hence making it long lasting. Now if I want something blurring and slightly hydrating, then I'd go something for this one's the Nykaa super light blur peptide primer. This is not very silicone like the other blurring primers you may have tried. I like to focus this on my T-zone mostly, and then for the rest of my face I'll use something like this. Quickly talking about setting sprays, I picked up two options for you. One is a high-end option and the other one is a much more affordable one, but very good quality and effective. This is the Milani's Make It Last. This is as good as Charlotte Tilbury and is comparable to that one. So if you can't get that one, blindly go for this one. This one just holds your makeup in place all night. Then we have the Urban Decay's All Nighter. I find the Milani one having like a natural hydrated finish. This one will give you like a natural finish. So this is gonna work really well if you have mostly normal to oily skin. If you were looking for more affordable options than the L'Oreal one, the Infallible Mist. Also the one from PAC, the PAC Micro Finish. If you don't want to have like too many makeup brushes and you're very confused, get something like this, which is like a 4-in-1 brush. You'll find this in affordable brands as well, like Mars, the 4-in-1 brush, travel brush. This is the one from PAC, which is of really good quality. So this has like a foundation buffing brush. You can use the same for your blush, for your concealer. The very cool feature, which is like a magnetic snap. You get like a fluffy eyeshadow brush, a flat one, and then a more smaller concealer brush, which you can use to like spot correct. If you want single individual brushes, I think you're gonna really like this one. It comes in a very compact packaging like this. This one's from Mars. So this has 5 brushes, a flat foundation brush. You get 2 eyeshadow brushes. You get an angle brush to do like a soft wing. And you also get like a fluffier brush like this, which is great for powdering, for blush. According to your preference, you take your pick. A very appropriate wedding must-have concealer is this one from Too Faced. I've had this for a while. It is the most full coverage concealer I've ever tried. Now you even get a mini. So if you're not sure, you can go for the mini. Worth the price that you pay for. My shade is golden base, slightly yellow on me. Putting a foundation or skin tint on top will balance it out. Also doesn't look cakey. That is something that I really like. You need like the tiniest dot under the eyes. I use like 2 dots under the eyes and it just does an amazing job, will last you a lifetime. So it's better that you get a mini. This concealer in terms of performance eats every time. Coming to eye makeup, I have an eyeshadow palette that I think Is like probably the best thing I've ever bought in a long time. It's this Urban Decay's Naked palette. I obviously recommend you get this when it's on sale. Light neutrals that you're gonna wear on an everyday basis, cool tone, smoky eye. I actually wore one of these shimmer shadows for a wedding only. Subtle, not too much, but it looked so ethereal, beautiful. You don't want a big eyeshadow palette and you want just something that's a little bit glitz, glam, glitter, then I highly recommend you get a one and done eyeshadow. This one from Mars. One is their Starlit Pot eyeshadows. These for the price are extremely good, non chalky. There is like almost zero fallout. These are like on your face glitter eyeshadows. So if you want that, you can definitely go for this. For kajals, I have this one from Simply Nam. This is the ultimate kajal. This is also very beginner friendly. It's like a blackish brown. This also has a smudger on the other end. So if you want to do like a smudged kind of a look, we all want our hair to be looking nice and shiny and like frizz free. I really like this serum from Mise en Son. It's their perfect serum. This is thick but extremely lightweight and non-sticky, and I'm sure like almost all hair types will love this one. You can use this both on wet towel, dry, damp hair, and even on dry hair. I personally find it better when I use it on drier hair because it doesn't weigh the hair down or looks oily or greasy. So I would always like to have this in my emergency kit. Lastly, I'm going to cover perfumes and lipsticks. So I have a couple of options with reds, with nude colors, and something that's a little bit bold. This is a light brownish nude, and this one is so comfortable and it's also long lasting. I know we all look for lipsticks that are long lasting. This one is actually comfortable and long lasting. Nykaa's Madras Kaapi in their bullet lipstick. They also have like liquid ones if you want something even more long lasting. But I find these ones like more comfortable. I have my all time favorite red. I feel this is like the most perfect subtle red. It's not bright, it's not chatak, it's not in your face, it's not like a very bright. It's a very perfect subtle wearable red. I have something like a reddish warm brown. This is again from Nykaa. It's from their super light. The shade is Cinnamon Swirl. I have like a glossy lipstick and then a satin finish lipstick. If you're not a matte lipstick girly, I get you. Color Reach satin lipstick in the shade Nude Intense. Like an intense color, but I find this so beautiful. It has a perfect brown, a little bit maroon in it. Since this is a satin lipstick, it's not going to be the most long lasting. So you will have to reapply. But if you like the slight bit of shiny, hydrated, like a lip balm kind of a feel lipstick, this is definitely the one for you. Then I have a glossy lipstick that is gonna stay with you. Okay, this is the one from Stays. Shade is I'm Shy mid tone brown with slight bit of mauve undertone to it. I've seen that this shade looks very drastically different on everybody, but regardless, it's a very pretty brown. Lastly, I have some perfume recommendations. This is Montguerlain's EDP. Now, I have a decant of this, but so intoxicatingly sweet. It's a vanilla based fragrance, but it also has that airiness to it, that freshness to it, maybe because of lavender and bergamot. So, that airiness, that freshness really balances the sweetness in it. And I think this makes for a very, very good wedding scent. Now, the Kayali's vanilla is like a denser vanilla, a more sugary, sweet brown sugar vanilla that is very decadent. But oh my god, this scent is so likable. I've seen people saying it doesn't last on them, but on me, this lasts really long. So it depends on the body chemistry. If you're not into vanilla sweet fragrances, then I have something that's very soft, very feminine, very girly, fresh, powdery, soapy. Then this is the scent for you. Noah, it's the Noah perfume. It is a very old perfume, and I'm sure this has seen many different versions. This still smells so nice to me. It almost smells like baby powder and dove, and it's not headache triggering. And look at the bottle. Now, if it's a daytime wedding, I have a very fresh floral. It's the Giorgio Armani's My Way. If you're into fresh, slightly sweet fragrances, you have to give this a sniff. With that, we have come to the end of this video. Those were my bridal slash wedding trousseau must-haves essentials to feel and look radiant and confident. You can consider this adding to your kit. You can consider this as essentials, must-haves that you can definitely consider adding to your kit as well. If you have watched all the way to the end, leave this emoji so I get to know who you are. Really hope you subscribe before you leave, and that would mean a lot. And I'll see you in my next one.